Sector Wars, play Astro Blaster.
If you destroy my baby,
Intruder alert. The intruder must not escape.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
you will be destroyed.
Prepare to qualify.
Oh, warrior needs food badly.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Dragon Saber, and this was created by Namco in 1990. It is the sequel to Dragon Spirit, which was created in 1987 by Namco and licensed to Atari. And I have never seen this in arcades. I had never heard of it until MAME came along. I had seen Dragon Spirit in one arcade, I think, but this was suggested by YouTube user Namcotenterprises, and it's very difficult, but I do like it better than Dragon Spirit because it has better graphics, better music, and there is a cool rapid fire feature where you just hold down the fire button and it's rapid fire, and if you release it, you're going to charge a shot, and if you press the fire button a couple seconds later, you'll fire a much stronger shot. There is some very bad English in some of the text during the attract mode or at the end of the game, but just like in Dragon Spirit, you are a dragon. This is a shoot 'em up, and you're a dragon, and you can collect extra heads to add to your firepower. You get extra shots at once. But yeah, I like this better than Dragon Spirit. You get a lot of the same power-ups in this game. And you have a fire button and you have a bomb button, and you can collect the power-ups from enemies that are flashing, either in the air or on the ground, or there will be colored eggs on the ground that you can bomb and collect the power-ups from. But the difficulty in this game, as well as its predecessor, is very high. It's a very tough game. You are a one-hit kill. If you put in 1 credit, you only get 1 life. So you really need to put in 2 credits. That will give you 3 lives. And yeah, you're a one-hit kill, so just any brush with an enemy, down you go, or their projectiles. We'll go ahead and get started. I did not do a full playthrough of this game. I couldn't pass level 2. There are a total of 9 levels, or rounds, or stages, or whatever they call them. But yeah, you are actually humans that get turned into dragons. Player 1 is a guy and player 2 is a girl. And like I was saying, just like in the original Dragon Spirit, enemies that are flashing, you can get a power-up from by shooting them out of the air or bombing them if they're below. And there I got my first power-up. It's a stronger fireball. Most of the power-ups from the first game are in this one. There are a few that are new. Oh, lovely. Is that a louse? Charming. I just had a patient in my dialysis unit where I work that had bed bugs and lice. Ugh. But yeah, a lot of the power-ups are the same from the first game, but there are some new ones. You can fire lightning or electricity. You can fire a wave shot. There are spinning shots. But those will have a very, very strong charged shot. Here is the first boss coming up here. Weave back and forth as you bomb those three sensors on the boss's body. Because if you stay still, you are likely to get nailed, and one hit will kill you automatically. And then the eyeball is, you just try to follow it with your shots. You'll eventually take it out before it can like charge at you or anything. There we go. And there's my charged shot. It'll just automatically charge once you don't hold down the fire button. I do love the rapid fire. I think that's very helpful on this game. And your bombs are also rapid fire. You can hold down that secondary button and just keep bombing over and over. Don't stay under these guys for very long, because they will shoot a very fast fireball, and you know, one hit, you're dead. And there's a ground target, and there I got like double fire laser. Not sure what you call it. And there, when you upgrade that one, it turns into these rings. And that purple thing, I can't remember what the heck it is. Well, here's the some of the oh, that was a white pentagram, and that gives you a bonus of 1,000 points. And in the original Dragon Spirit game, I think it only gave you 100 points, so it's better in this game. But some of the power-ups you can get, there will be a flame. Ah, yeah, that toasted me right away. And when you have to continue, you'll be sent back just a little bit from where you left off, I think. If you have two players playing at once, you will not get sent back. You know, when one player dies. Oh, I almost got toasted again. Yeah, there's a white ground target, and they will give you a power-up, flashing target. There's a flame shot. There's a power-down skull, and that was in the first game too. The red pentagram will give you a double shot, and then that can be upgraded to fire rings when you collect it again. The white pentagram is 1,000 points. Look at all those ground targets that I could have bombed for power-ups. Oftentimes, if there's a big cluster of the flashing white ground targets, they're either going to be the bonus points, 1,000, or they're going to be skulls, which power you down. And yeah, here is the second boss. He's constantly spouting fireballs, and if he's obscuring your view of those fireballs, like if he's really close to you, you can sometimes not see them until it's too late. Yeah, like there. There is also, I think I told you, a wave shot. There is a blue power-up that will give you 3 heads, or an additional head. There's a lightning shot. There's a pink heart, and if you collect a certain amount of them, I can't remember if it was 3 or if it was like 8 or something, then you get an extra life. There is a power-up that will give you a temporary shield, and that is purple. And then there is an S power-up that will make your dragon smaller and therefore easier to maneuver through the shots. And that was in Dragon Spirit as well. Ah, crap. Well, now I have to spend a continue. And when you continue, you really ought to put in 2 credits. Because when you continue, you will get 3 lives. 3 lives. I'll put in my initials. I almost got the top score. You get to put in 4 initials instead of just 3, so I get to put in Russ. I made it to the end of the second stage. Area, I guess it's called, but there are 9 areas. And I will put on invincibility and continue. I just want you to at least see snippets of the remaining levels. Yeah, I think the graphics... There, I killed him. The graphics are better, definitely better in this game, and the soundtracks are better in this game than in Dragon Spirit. This was suggested by YouTube user Namcotenterprises. I will here and there forget requests, so please please remind me if I don't get to your game in like a month to 2 months after you've requested it. I've got things going on. It's easy to forget sometimes. We'll just look at snippets of the remainder of the levels, various enemies that you will encounter. Sometimes there will be stages where walls will close in on you. There's a really pain-in-the-butt level later on where there's like ice crystals on the walls that try to jab you as you're being rained down upon by enemy fire. And now here is the third boss. Don't bother trying to bomb all these things here that spit out these kind of cool looking 3D rising enemies, because that boss is just gonna make new ones. It's a big old spider type of thing. Yeah, I've got it on invincibility, so sorry I can't really give you any helpful hints about the later bosses. Other than try not to get hit by their projectiles. Duh. Some power-ups will cancel out other power-ups that you might currently have. And I think the dragon head power-ups will cancel out other power-ups. And you get a nice little electrical field type of charged shot. I like those snails, the ground targets there. You get snails and you get giant flowers as your ground target enemies on this stage. And those giant flowers can try to suck you in, so try not to get near them. And we'll scoot forward to later in the level, or the area as they call them. Yeah, there is a trick in this game. If you get to the title screen and you hold down both fire buttons and you put in a credit or 2 or more and press start, and play through the game, then you will get to see a bunch of Namco games. There was one of the power down symbols. The first game, Dragon Spirit, had a list of Namco games that during the end credits, and this picks up where that left off. It shows Namco games from 87 up to 1990, and this tree boss, it's kind of cool. When you destroy it, its head flies upwards and off the screen towards you, you know, towards your viewpoint. I find that kind of cool. And now we go to stage 5. We're more than halfway through the game. This one kind of moves at a fast clip. You fly through this canyon, a twisty, windy canyon. Don't want to slam into the walls. And then just past the canyon is this part here. Yeah, if you're looking for power-ups, look for the flashing enemies in the air or ground targets, or bomb the colored eggs. And now I've got the beam weapon. It seems almost that this is a sub-boss, but it is actually the boss. The game doesn't like slow down for the boss fight for this boss. Once you destroy his head, then he's got like a smaller head in the middle of a rotating shield of boulders or heads, and you want to shoot the middle one. But yeah, the final boss is like a goddess, and she is actually your ally, or the one that sent you on this mission, I think. And she was like brainwashed by the enemy into fighting you. Yeah, I like this one better than Dragon Spirit, though they're both hard. And here is the crystal cavern level I think I was telling you about. And it's really frickin' difficult. The walls close in on you as enemies rain down shots on you from above. Just frickin' hard. And there's my spinning shots. Yeah, these turtles are a real pain in the ass. They like to pelt you with a lot of shots. And you get these while the ice or crystal walls are trying to pierce you. I'll scoot for it a little bit. Yeah, I was not a huge fan of either Dragon games, Dragon Spirit or Dragon Saber, but this one's superior because of the cool rapid fire feature, plus the soundtrack and graphics are better than in the first game. I can't remember if both games appeared on the Namco Museum series. I know that at least Dragon Spirit did. I remember I had Namco Museum 1, 2, and 3 for the PlayStation. I thought they were fantastic games. I loved playing the older games. This was before I got MAME on my computer to play the older games. There's this worm that comes out of different holes in the wall and appears out of another one. Now we go to stage 7. This stage reminds me of Life Force. There's like a scene kind of like it in which you go inside an enemy and you see its rib cage. I think you also see eyeballs and assorted other enemies. It's kind of gross. You gotta bomb these eyeballs. Scoot forward to these things that shoot bubbles at you. There's bugs on the ground, various other enemies. Hope your week is going all right. I hope your football team did well this weekend if you've got one. Mine did. They're still in the lead in the wild card for the playoff seeding. And here is the boss of, what was this, stage 7? And by this point, the boss is impossibly hard. Look at how fast those shots are. That's BS. So screw you. I've got invincibility on. And there we go. Yeah, if you're able to just consistently rain fire down upon a boss and not get hit, you'll make short work of him. Yeah, there's a lot of skulls that you don't want to collect that we're seeing right here. And the skulls again power you down instead of power you up. And there I got my shield. The shield was in Dragon Spirit. And it's weird, partway through, just a little way through stage 8, all of a sudden you're in stage 9. And this here is very reminiscent of the flying walls in Xevious, another Namco game. And there was a stage like this in Dragon Spirit, in which you're flying through corridors, and there's like cannons along the walls. And we'll scoot forward. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of flashing, flying enemies, and they are almost all going to give you the skulls. So try not to catch them. You cannot destroy these flying walls just like in Xevious. They're invincible, and you have to watch out for these spears sticking out of the wall, just like a stage in Dragon Spirit. There, I picked up a skull. You don't even get points for picking up the skulls. That's lame. And look at all those skulls. Don't want them. Go away. But yeah, I'd never seen this in US arcades. I would assume that it did appear in US arcades. Yeah, damn it. And you gotta watch out for these walls that stick up, and they will hurt you or kill you if they touch you. God, look at all those stupid skulls. Go away. I might have put on an invincibility cheat that doesn't let me power down from collecting the skulls. But we are almost at the end of the game. And as I said before, the final boss is a goddess. And she reveals that she was kidnapped and brainwashed or something into fighting you. You gotta watch out for these things, whatever they are. This game is just too damn hard. Now this boss cannot be hurt unless you're really close to them, either really close to them when shooting your rapid fire, or if you hit them with your charged shot. And they have like a giant crab on their head or something that can come off and attack you as well. I'm going to scoot forward to me destroying them, or stopping their attack because they're the goddess. And there we go. Now we're going to see the normal ending first, but I will show you the special ending where you get to see more Namco games in the credits. But we'll see the regular ending first. And there's really bad English here. Huey and Syria are player number 1 and player 2. Have just been controlled. Yeah, see. Just terrible English. The evil spirit. There were other Dragon Spirit type of games for home consoles that might have been different. I have not played those, but these were the only 2 arcade iterations. I'm pretty sure. Just Dragon Spirit and Dragon Saber. But that was Dragon Saber by Namco in 1990, and the first game was Dragon Spirit in 1987 by Namco and licensed to Atari and US arcades. I think this was like on either a Namco Museum Volume 4 or 5. I only had the first 3 games of that series for the PlayStation. I love the 3D interactive gameplay and being able to look at all the stuff about the game for each game. Very, very cool. Now I put in my initials for having beaten the game, and for area it just says E, as in like cleared every one of them. And yeah, now we'll look at, again, to see the list of Namco games during the credits, you hold both buttons, insert 1 or more credits, and push start. Then when you beat the game, you get to see the list of the rest of the list of the Namco games started with Dragon Spirit and finished with this one up to 1990 during the credits. And we'll go ahead and look at that. And we'll see that in just a moment. It'll say Omake, which is like an extra, bonus, additional something or other, I think. May this not be the future of our planet, Namco. Omake. There we go. Omake. And now we'll see History of Namco Games, Part 2. Yeah, so it'll pick up from 1987. Blazer, Quester, Pac-Mania, Galaga, 88, Final Lap, World Stadium, Assault, Bravo Man, which actually is supposed to say Bravo Man. I have not played that game before. Baraduke too. I've done videos of a number of these games. And yeah, this will go up to 1990. But that was Dragon Saber by Namco in 1990, and it is the sequel to Dragon Spirit from 1987 by Namco and licensed to Atari in the US. Well, I thank you for watching. This is definitely better than Dragon Spirit, but it's still hard as as hell. See you again. Now, Namco's done better games, and they've certainly done worse too. This is okay. It's just a little too hard for me. Put in my initials. But that was Dragon Saber by Namco in 1990. Well, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your week, and I will catch you later with another video. Take it easy, everybody, and stay warm. Bye-bye.